Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about a new topic that is called fractions. In earlier standard, in the 6th and 7th standards, already you have discussed that what is a fractions, how we do the addition of the fractions, how we do subtractions, multiplication and everything. Okay, so in this video we will just quickly revise everything of the fractions. Before starting to the main topic of the fractions, let's revise what actually is the fractions. Fractions always we write in the form like P by Q form, in the form of P by Q forms. Okay, so what is P and Q? P usually called as a numerator and Q is called the denominator. In some of the textbook, if you go for the CBSE and ICSE textbook, instead of numerator they would use antecedent and consequence. Antecedents and consequence, right? Okay, so for our purpose we will use the word numerator and Q is called as a denominator. So now what is a fractions? If suppose there is a square and if I mark one part of the, if there is a 4 box in the square and if I circle one part, so I can write as a 1/4. So in the denominator you always have to write total number of anything. In numerator we have to write the selected number. Let's take another example. Suppose at your home there is a chapati, right? If that chapati, suppose 2 part has been made, let's suppose again 4 part has been made. Okay, mummy has made 4 part of the one chapati, and from that half of the means 2 part was given to your sibling and remaining 2 part was given to you. So the fraction ratio of the or fraction of the both the number will be 2/4. Likewise you can make of any numbers you can do. For example, suppose if now if you see that here in this bigger box, how many part totals are there? 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. So there are 16 total rows. Suppose from that if I highlight the six from that, the numbers become 6/16. The number become 6/16. Okay, any confusion? No. So now we will going to discuss about type of fractions. There are 2 types of fractions: proper, improper, and then come as a mixed fractions. What is proper fractions? The proper fractions always is in the form that in numerator, I hope everybody remember numerator will be always in the above and denominator will be below. So proper fractions are the numbers which having always the denominator bigger than the numerator. For example, 2/4, 1/3, 5 upon 9, 7 upon 15, in all etc. In each example, if you see, the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Improper fractions, suppose it's opposite to the proper fractions, means numerator will be bigger than the denominator. So like 5 upon 3, 2 upon 7, sorry, it's become a proper fractions. Yeah, I can take example 7 upon 2, okay, or 5 upon 2, okay, same example, okay, etc. These are the improper fractions. So why we call as improper fractions? Let's take an example. That suppose in earlier case we have discussed that in the denominator we always write the total numbers. We always write the number of totals, right? So here the total number is 3. Here the total number is 3. So suppose if I take a square, if I give the 3 parts, so total number is 3. And you have to select how much? In numerator, whatever the number is selected, that number we are writing in numerator. So in the improper fraction, the selected number is 5. The selected number is 5. And here there is a 3 box only, so we cannot able to select the 5 numbers. Okay. So that's why we call as a improper fractions. Now improper fraction has to be converted into mixed fractions. How can you convert into mixed fractions? You have to just do the simple divisions. For example, first, now take a division. Numerator always go inside, denominator will come outside. If you do this, 5 3 1 ja 3, 3 1 ja 3. So 2 goes up, 1 come down, and 3 goes on this side. So these numbers you can write like this: 3, because 3 comes in there, will be below, 2 goes up, and 1. Okay, you can write like this way. So what is the meaning of this one? How can we say as an improper fraction and mixed fractions? Mixed fraction is a number which contain a whole number and a fraction numbers. Okay, so what is the meaning of that? So there is one box. If you take the example of this, we can write like this: there is one box of full, and another box there are 3 columns. From that 3 columns you have to select the 2 part, because it has a 2, and the 1 part is totally selected. So now it makes the sense, right? In earlier case 5 by 3, it was not making the sense. From the 3 box, how can we select the 5 ones? So it cannot be possible. That's why we convert into the mixed fractions. So mixed fractions give the answer 1. 2 by 3 means 1 full box, and from the another box you have to make a 3 parts, and you have to select the 2 one from that. I hope everybody understood that. Now go with this 7 by 2, 7 inside, 2 outside. So 2 3s are 6. Answer 1. So as you know, 1 goes up, 3 comes down, 2 comes down. So this number we can write as like, first this 2, 1 has gone up and 3 came down. Clear everybody? Okay, so now we have converted 7 by 2 improper fraction into mixed fractions. So I hope everybody has understood how you can able to convert the improper fraction into mixed fractions. Clear everybody? So these are the 3 types of the fractions. Along with that, there is a 2 ways we can write in the fractions. That is like fractions and unlike fractions. What is the like fractions? The like fraction, all the fractions which having the same denominator, are called the like fraction. For example, 1 upon 2 and 3 upon 2. These both are the like fraction because both the denominator is 2. Another example, 3 upon 5, 4 upon 5 or 2 upon 5. This is an example of like fraction because all the denominator is the same. Unlike fractions. Now take the example of unlike fraction. Similarly, when the denominator are not same, that numbers are called the unlike fraction. Suppose 3 upon 4 and 1 upon 2. Both the denominator are different. That's why we call it unlike fractions. Take example 1 upon 2, 2 upon 3 and 3 upon 4. Denominator are different. So that's why it's called as a unlike fractions. Okay. So what is the use of this like fraction and unlike fractions? So always remember, for addition and subtractions of fractions, it should be like fractions compulsory. Addition and subtraction के लिए like fractions compulsory चाहिए ही चाहिए, right? Whenever you have to do the addition of fractions or you have to do the subtraction of fractions, in that case you have to convert them into like fractions. If it is unlike fractions, convert into like fractions. Okay, in later part of this video we will discuss how we can convert them. Now unlike fractions, you can do in unlike fractions for multiplication and division, right? For multiplication and division, it not matter whether it is like fractions or unlike fractions, right? It can be like or unlike fractions. Okay, so I hope everybody has understood till now. Let's do the quick revisions. Proper fractions 2 by 4 where the denominator is bigger than numerator. Improper fractions where the denominator is smaller than the numerator. Mixed fraction is a number which contains the whole number plus fractions. Like fractions where the denominator are same. Unlike fractions where the denominator are different. For addition and subtractions, fractions should be like fractions compulsory, and it is very important point. Please remember, compulsory. Without like fractions we cannot do the addition and subtraction of the fractions. And multiplication and division, it can be like or unlike, no matter what. Right. Now we are going to see some examples of the fractions. First, do the addition of the fractions. Fine. Suppose the number is 3 upon 5 plus 2 upon 5. So if you see that whether it is a like, if you see carefully, we can say that it's a like fractions, right? So whenever it is a like fractions, we have to do same method. The denominator becomes same and numerator should be added. So 5 upon 5, answer is 1. 5 cancel. Okay. Second example, if you take 3 upon 7 plus 4 upon 7. Okay, take another example, 5 upon 7. So now denominator is same, so 7, 3 plus 5. So answer is 8 upon 7. As you know that numerator become bigger than the denominator, so it becomes improper fractions. Very good. Now take the example of this. In both the example was like fractions. You know that for addition and subtraction should be a like fraction. Now we will take the examples where the unlike fractions are there. if you see the example, both are different. Okay, so there are many ways to solve these sums. So first method I'm going to take is, first method, I will try to make the denominator same. So what should I do? Find out the numbers which comes in the table of 3 and table of 4. So number is 12, because 12 is a number which coming in the table of 3, 12 is a number which coming in the table of 4. So 3 4s are, so you have to multiply 3 4s are, so it becomes 12. So 4 should be multiplied with the numerator as well as denominator. On this side you will multiply with the 3. I hope everybody understood. If you not, let's revise first. You have to make what? Like fractions. Like fraction is what? Where the denominator should be same. Okay, fine. So now we have to make the denominator same. So what I did, I have tried to make the number, I would try to find out the number which is common to the 3 as well as a 4. So find it out. 12 is a numbers which is common to both 3 4s are and 4 3s are 12. Okay, so I have, for the 3 side, on the 3 side in the first fractions, I multiplied denominator and numerator with the 4, and same on the other side with the 3. So denominator becomes 12. So 4 2s are 8, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 3 3s are 9, 4 3s are 12. So answer is 17 upon 12. I hope everybody is clear till now. Yes, because you have to convert any number in the like fractions. Same thing you can do with the subtraction. Instead of plus, here there will be minus. So numbers becomes like, I forgot one step. So instead of here plus, you will do with the minus. Okay, so what is another method? In another method, we used to do the cross multiply. How we can do cross multiply? 4 should be multiplied on 2, 3 should be multiplied with the 3. So 4 2s are 8, 3 3s are 9, and both the denominator should be multiplied at denominator. Okay, so the numbers becomes 8 plus 9 upon 12. So if you see that both the numbers become same, so answer is 17 upon 12. Okay students, so I hope everybody understood about addition and the subtractions of the fractions. It was a very easy part, but some of the students cannot able to do it. Okay, so I am giving the exercise. Please complete the addition and the subtraction part and send it before the evening. This is the exercise. Pause the video and complete the exercise. Everybody has to show the proper method. Without method, I will consider as copy case.